Hello everyone, my name is Sean. Okay, now I haven't made this video because I want fame or fortune or any of that messed up worldly stuff, okay? I'm here to tell you that you are trapped in an illusion, okay? Now, this may seem kind of like the Matrix movie and things like that, but the Matrix movie is pretty close. It's a mystic truth. Now, the deal is the reason I'm telling you this is because we're running out of time here. Okay, the world is dying. The planet. It's leaving. Okay, it's gone. The greed of humanity has struck an artery in the world, in the Gulf, and it's bleeding out at an unimaginable rate. We have just harvested so much of the fuel of the core of the earth from the earth to power our cars and to drive our greed that we've killed the planet. Okay, now here's the deal. This planet is dying, and you can die along with it if you choose to do that. And if you cling to your physical life, that's what's going to happen. So the best thing you can do is learn how to let go of your physical self and embrace your spiritual self. Now, we all have one of these. It's called the dormant kundalini. There is ways that you can awaken this quickly. Okay, now these are intense experiences, so I don't recommend that you go about it gung-ho. I recommend that you treat it with reverence. But the thing is the entheogens that grow naturally all around us, that God has given us specifically for this task, have been hidden from you, from society. The federal government has stepped in and said they're illegal because they make you turn away from society. Now, why would they not want you to turn away from society? Well, they have become quite comfortable on you working for them. So therefore, why would they want you to stop working for them? This has already happened one time in the 70s. People weren't dying from entheogens. They were becoming enlightened and awakened, and they were quitting their jobs, and they were moving into convents and singing kumbaya and things like that. But the thing is it was a much lovelier time, and that's the way it is in heaven. Everyone loves everyone. Everybody shares everything. There's no ego consciousness. There's no selfishness. There's none of that worthless crap that has destroyed this planet and have turned it into something it's not. This planet is a nightmare of our unconscious spiritual self. Now, the unconscious spiritual self is the dormant kundalini. The awakened kundalini is the Christ consciousness. It's the consciousness that is concerned only with helping others, and that's why I've made this, because my kundalini has awakened, and so therefore I am trying to help you awaken your consciousness, because as long as your consciousness is dormant, you are a slave to society. You are susceptible to their influences and their unnecessary desires that they tell you you need. The fast car, the big house, and all these things. You don't need that crap. But you know what? They don't want you to know that you don't need that crap, because if you know, you stop working, they stop getting tax money, and then they lose their comfort. And they saw their end coming, and they stopped it the first time. But I am going to dispel them. I am going to tell you what they don't want you to know. And that's why I've made this video. So back to the whole Gulf thing. Okay, the Mayans knew it. It's happening. The end of times is happening all around us. Okay, if it's not going to be nuclear war, then we're going to kill the planet, and there's no amount of peace in the world that's going to stop it, because the whole world consumes oil, and as long as that's happening, we're sucking the fuel out of the earth, and it's going away. Okay, and everything has a purpose. Those who die, the physical self remains here, the spiritual self goes to heaven, and if you cling to your physical life, you're coming back here, and this world is hell. And once you add reincarnation to that aspect, you'll see, you'll truly understand what it is to be in hell for eternity, because our entire physical lives go by in a moment of eternity. Now, God came to me a long time ago, and I didn't realize it was God. He came to me as through my friend, and he gave me exactly what I needed, so that I would, at that moment, understand things that I wouldn't realize that I understood for years. Okay, I am not a religious person. I am a spiritual person. Okay, I don't go to church. I go to church within. Okay, this is the real temple. This is where God lives. Okay, and once you learn how to go there, you're going to find your happy place. Okay, because your happy place is God. Okay, you just don't know it yet. Okay, so the thing is I haven't made this video because I want fame or fortune or anything like that. The time is coming. We need to wake up. Okay, God is with you right now. He's with you and you are unconscious of him, okay? He only wants you to wake up, and he has sent me here and he has left me here so that I can tell you this. He has given me the opportunity to understand his will so that I will be his instrument in your life, okay? In your illusion. I have come to free you from the cave that Plato has detailed so graphically in his allegory about the cave. Jesus wanted you to be like him, okay? The reason that the church said that he was divine and he walked on water is so that you will think that you cannot be like him, okay? It's all a lie. Research the Cathars, research reincarnation, research kundalini awakening, research psychedelic experience, research near-death experience, research mysticism. Mysticism it talks about the people who start religions, how they become one with the divine will, and it talks about how they use entheogens. Mayans had great entheogenic complexes in their societies. They trusted entheogens. They used teonanactal in order to enlighten their leaders. They used them in coronations of rulers. It's the biggest cover-up in all of history. The truth has been hidden, and it's hidden in plain sight all around you. Read the Gospel of Thomas. He talks about the keys of knowledge. He talks about how the builders of our society has thrown away the keystone, and that is the key. You need to learn how to enter in. The Pharisees are like a dog sleeping in the cattle manger. They don't allow those, they don't go in themselves, and they don't allow those who want to go in to go in. They perpetuate the lie. You need to overcome the lie, and I am here to help you do that. Now, learn how to grow psilocybin mushrooms. Spores are free to ship. If you got to go to Canada, go to Canada. If you got to go to Amsterdam, go to Amsterdam. Find some in the pasture. Go walk around in the pasture. Pick some mushrooms out of the ground. I can't guarantee you that any mushroom that you pick is not going to be a deadly mushroom, but honestly, you may figure it out and leave the world behind. I'm here to further God's will. It's okay if you go. You're only waking up in heaven, and that's the thing. It's not the end. It's a change. Once your kundalini awakens, you will understand that, and that's what religion does not want you to know, is because once you figure out that God is already within you, you don't need to go to church anymore, and then they lose their contributions. It's not about you finding God. It's about you giving them money. It's the same thing with federal government. They stepped in and made entheogens illegal so that they can protect their power and their tax flow. So overcome it. Put down their deception and awaken your friends. The time is now. We have to do this. I can't begin to tell you enough how important it is that you heed this warning, because I don't want to tell you I told you so. I want you to understand what I understand, and then tell your friends and show them so that you can help them. Jesus in the Gospel of Thomas said, protect your friends like you protect your own eye, and you, my friends, are my brothers and my sisters, and I will not abandon you. I promise you that. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to keep putting them on YouTube. I'm going to get this message out no matter what I do. I wrote books about it. It's called The Truth Finally Comes Out by Sean Williams. It's available for free as a free download on lulu.com. I wrote a book called Meditation, The Mystic Path, and the Keys of Knowledge, which both these books relate to this very same understanding. These are both available free as downloads. So go on lulu.com, download these books, and use them to help yourself and then help your friends, because if you can't figure this out for yourself, nobody can figure it out for you. You need to learn how to think for yourself. If you don't awaken, then you're trapped in their illusion and you're susceptible to their temptation, and they're going to mislead you and distract you and prevent you from reaching your destiny, what we are all destined for. We're destined for a better place. And as long as we are attached to this world, we're not going to reach that world. Okay, so physical consciousness is spiritual unconsciousness. Only once you learn how to enter samadhi and samsara and overcome the ignorance of your own mind, your own physical self, will you reach what you are intended to do. Now, I don't know. I mean, there's so much, I can't really describe it all in 10 minutes, so I'm going to make another video, I guess.